we live? I think we are live. Alright, guys. Welcome back. Yesterday I went live because I wanted to show you guys the damage that Hurricane Helene did. So you should check that video out. It was a lot of damage, and I went to a customer there yesterday who was going to his sewer line is all backed up with sand. So later on today, we're going to go back there. We're going to try to jet it out and see if we can clear that sand out. But the city, they got a lot of work on their hand to get that sand out of the sewer line, so it doesn't cause more issue down the line. But regardless, on today's call, today's the 24th of October, and we're heading to a water heater quote that we did. This was like 2 days after Helene, and this whole neighborhood was affected. It was like this was in St. Pete's, and it was almost like a third world country. There was garbage everywhere, drywall and all this. And I gave 2 quotes that day, right across each other. The first house that I went to, it's very interesting. The first house that I went to, they had almost maybe, let's say 3 feet of water in their home. So that water heater was shot. There was no way of saving that. It was a gas water heater. Definitely had to be replaced, because once that salt water touched that, and it dries out and the oxygen begins to rust it out, you probably got a year before it begins to leak, so you definitely want to change it out. But the customer directly across the street from him only had like maybe an inch of water, which was crazy. Like maybe he lived on a hill or something, but you can't tell. It looks level. So I don't know, maybe the water didn't like that customer. But yeah, so now we're going back to the second customer because he wants us to move the water heater so he can have his contractor cut the drywall out behind the water heater and replace it with fresh drywall. So that's where we're going now. We're going there to go ahead and remove that water heater. Just pop it out, remove it, and then once the contractor is done with the drywall and the mold remediation is all done, then we're going to go back and install a tankless. So we originally quoted him for a gas tank unit, 40 gallon, but he called my manager and said, hey, or my manager called him, and I don't know how that conversation went, and now he's going for a tankless thing, which was interesting because the first customer was talking about a tankless, but this customer was not interested in tankless. Well, it never brought up. It was never brought up, but now he's interested, which is on his behalf is good because we could mount the tankless higher. So just in case it's happening next year, his water heater will be safe. So this, where we're going, is in St. Pete. Like I said, should be all good, should be all cool down there. At least be clean. Because like I said, when I went there, third world country there. But it should be good. So I'm trying to start going live now. At least maybe 2 or 3 times a week. Change it up a little bit. Because now, so you guys can see my handsome face. But yeah. And where was I? I was in Treasure Island yesterday, and that whole strip from down to Bel Air, St. Pete, all the way up to Bel Air they were hit pretty bad. And I'm originally from Jersey, and when we get the blizzard, when we get all that snow, that's what the sand reminds me of. When we get all that snow, you got to dig your car. Sometimes we get like 5 feet, 6 feet of snow up there, up north. And you'll be trapped in the house for a couple of days until finally we can get all that snow out. That's what Treasure Island reminded me of. If you watch that video yesterday, you'll see all that sand that just came in and covered these cars with 3 to 4 feet of sand. I have a cousin, Monique, who's like 4 feet high. She'll be covered in sand up to her neck. And I have no choice but to just laugh at her. Because I can't help her. I don't get my nails dirty, Just got my pedicure done. So, yeah. So, we got like maybe a 10-minute drive there to St. Pete. Customers are aware. They know that we're coming. Well, I'm coming. The great black plumber coming there. And basically what we're doing is just removing that water heater and maybe get some part lists going. So when he calls us back, we have everything ready to go install that water heater. I don't know if I'm going to be in here for 10 minutes talking to you guys. I don't talk a lot, so this will be hard finding something to talk about. Let's see, what can I talk about? All you guys are ugly. No, I'm just kidding. We are going to St. Pete's for a water heater, guys. I should have, I didn't, because it was very hectic that day, but I should have, I was smart, I should have videoed that whole town, so now we can see I kid you not, like, I just moved to Florida in June, so this is my first hurricane down here, and we live in Lutz, so we didn't, both hurricanes, Helene and Milton, we didn't get that much. We got wind, had rain, and basically all I had to do was rake my front yard from leaves and stuff. That's all we got. We lost power for like 3 or 4 hours. And we were lucky because we're on the hospital grid. Maybe more. Maybe, let's say 5 or 6 hours. We're on the hospital grid, so we got power back almost immediately. Compared to others, some people still don't. Where I'm going now, where I went yesterday, still don't have power. Half of their house in Treasure Island is backed up with sand. So they can't use the sewer there. And they still don't have power at that whole complex. It's just crazy. No, this one is actually not in a flight of stairs. This one's in the garage. Most of these water here in this town in St. Pete's, they are in a garage, so I don't have to go up any flight of stairs. It's not like Jersey. In Jersey, most of our water heaters upstairs or something. We have to climb some type of stairs or downstairs in the basement. I can count on my fingers how many times I climb stairs to install a water heater. Most of them are typically in the garage or outside down here. So that helps. Makes it easier. One thing I can say, the difference between Jersey and Florida is the heat. When I first came down here, and I remember my first water heater that I sold, it was an outside tank, it was gas. And I was just working, you know, like I normally do. And I didn't drink enough water, obviously. I kid you not, I passed out for like 30 seconds. Woke up and I was like, what the heck? I had to take a break, and then I called the manager. He's like, yeah, dude, you gotta drink some water, man. You can't. The Florida heat down here is completely different from the Jersey heat. Complete different. So that was my biggest change. But anyways, enough talking. I got 7 minutes left to my drive there to St. Pete's. Let me show you guys some garbage, at least. So, get all that garbage out there. Other than that, man, all good. I'll see you guys later.